we are going to go ahead and start with the trim process. I have a sharp X-Acto knife here, which again I referenced before, and I'll link to it below the video to Amazon. This is definitely what I recommend trimming with. I think you have a lot of control, and the blade is usually pretty sharp when they're new. My best advice for trimming, I've seen a lot of people try to trim right on the inside of the plastic, but you're gonna have a problem with that vinyl peeling up. So I always like to seal my bands, and in order to seal them, you have to have some visible area on the band. So I trim just inside the band. I'm gonna rip that off so you can see. So I'm leaving just some area.
Uba?
Yes, sweetheart.
I want you, Uba.
I'm still here.
That is my 3-year-old with her great grandma on FaceTime, since they cannot see each other right now due to circumstances going on. But just continue to trim all the way around. Leave yourself a little bit of that edge so we can seal it. You don't like the way you cut it? No big deal. Just go back and trim a little bit more.
I want you, Uba.
I love you too.
Why are you asking me?
Why don't you sing me a song?
Okay. So our top half trim is done. I'm probably gonna go back and trim a little bit extra right there. I don't think there's enough surface area for the ceiling.
Perfect, perfect. I'll do that. I'll do it this afternoon. Okay, thanks, Antonio.
Thank you, Piper.
We did keep those peanuts. I was looking for those the other day.
What peanut?
Your peanut.
Where?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up this bottom half. I'm gonna worry about these 2 sections last. They're my least favorite.
I can look at you.
I especially think your trimming right here is very vital, that it looks even, because that's right, you know, right there above your baby's eyes. And to me, that would just make me crazy if it weren't symmetrical. So that's one part I try to look at, see if I'm happy with the symmetry there. Looks like I got a little bit extra on this side, so I'm gonna do a little extra trim right there.
I'm gonna hang up, Piper. I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, keep trimming. And this really shows why too I can't send them pre-cut to size, because every band I do is different than the other one. So I really have to apply them and trim them to the shape that they were created in, you know, because they're custom made for your baby's head. So I have gotten quite a few complaints that we send them out in rectangles and they have to be trimmed themselves, but it's the only way for me to make sure that your wrap actually fits the shape of your baby's band. Again, so I'm going to trim right there on the edge so that you have this overhang to use as part of your sealer.
But don't you need to plug your phone in, and then I can talk to you, right?
Why are you singing me a song?
I don't know, but you could be picking up.
Okay. So now we have these 2 areas. Make sure when you're wrapping, a lot of the times this gets moved. So make sure that it actually lines up with your Velcro, how it's going to be sitting. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my squeegee now. This is one of the 2 times that I use a squeegee. You can order one of these with your order, or you can use a credit card, maybe wrap it in a little bit of paper towel and wet the paper towel so that it's a little softer surface. But you want to kind of push that into the edges here. And then I trim it right to the edge.
Goodbye. Give me a kiss goodbye. Okay, I see you later, alright?
Okay, and then we have this one area here. I'm going to trim it so it's just inside the Velcro. And then I'm going to lift the Velcro up over it. And then I gotta get some heat. Oops, there's some scrap there. Some heat on here so it'll lay flat. The Velcro is the first thing that'll melt if you're overheating. So just a quick hit of heat. And this is the other part where I squeegee that down underneath. Okay. Go ask Mom. Okay. Just gonna do some additional trimming here. I like that line to look intentionally straight. Honestly, it probably doesn't matter because you never really see it. Trim this one. All right, after you're done trimming, that's when I would go back and put on, like we talked about, that other critical element for this band is the name. But you might have, like if you're doing aviation glasses, you might have some glasses to go back and put on, and then you may have some additional areas that you need to trim up. So now is when I would go ahead and apply your extra graphics, and then go ahead and trim those if they go over where you already trimmed, trim that area off as well. So just gonna throw this kiddo's name on here. You can also hit this with heat if you're having issues. Put it down, pick it back up, whatever. It's the same material. Okay. I have a piece of vinyl underneath that. It's not really a huge deal. This band is not actually being used for a kid. This is an awesome mom actually donated this to us so that we could take these videos after her kid was done with the band. So now we're going to go ahead and we'll do another video to show you how to seal it.